I got you. Come in.
I'm getting you already now.
But how can the AI know what you want to do if
Exactly.
you don't tell it this is what you want to do?
Exactly. Are we not here now?
Let's go to the left.
Do you know what I feel now? Let me tell you what I feel.
Go ahead.
After all this revelation,
Yes.
I feel that yes, they're right. But
Okay. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the RawCut Podcast. I am Gerald.
I am Steven.
Today we'll be discussing a very important topic titled AI will take your job. Somebody using AI will take your job. So let's go right into it.
I think this is a very interesting topic if you ask me, because we are in the stage or in the world of AI.
Yeah.
AI is everywhere. AI is in videos, in pictures, in animation. So it's everywhere. So this topic it's coming at the right time.
Okay.
Because many people are looking for answers to questions about AI.
Okay.
So I think it's very interesting.
Okay, that makes sense. For starters, I believe that in most cases, if people don't adapt or try to evolve, people who are using AI are going to take their jobs. I really believe this.
I have little reservations concerning that, because yes, AI is important, but I feel that AI is just a tool. It's just a tool that, thank God, it cuts across a lot of disciplines, a lot of things. So it's just a tool that everybody needs to, just like everybody learns how to use a computer. Everybody learns how to use a smartphone. Everybody learns how to use internet. Everybody learns how to use a phone. That's what AI is. So if you have to learn it. But I don't see it's just like something you need to learn to help to improve what you do. I don't see it necessarily being exactly like doing your job, but it can improve what you do. That's what I feel.
Yeah, but I historically, if you look at what has happened in the past, people, when the computer came out over 20 years ago, people who didn't seem to try to adapt or try to get involved with what was happening at the time, many of them were left behind, many of them were affected, many of them, their business did not do as much as those. I understand a lot of boring businesses don't even need computer, even probably to you today, because the average farmer can get a book and then log all his records and understand. I understand this, but many companies today who didn't adopt to the computer age, they got affected. Many of them were rendered obsolete over the time. And then we have the 10 years ago when we had the internet revolution, and so many companies came in and went into the internet system and all that, where we had the whole .com bubble and all that. Companies that didn't adopt internet into their companies, many of them experienced lag, and many of them stopped growing. Some of them even went on to die. So I think, going by this, if history is to repeat itself, sometimes history doesn't necessarily repeat, but it rhymes. And if you expect history to rhyme, I would expect that this AI, if people don't adopt it into their business and their daily life and into their work, they are going to get naturally phased off from the system. I really do believe this.
I agree with you, but I don't completely agree with you.
Okay.
Because AI, you mentioned some businesses closing up because they didn't adapt to using computers or using internet. I can still tell you several businesses that are still working and they're not on the internet. To date.
Sure, they are always going to have those exceptions that are out there. Like I explained, boring businesses like a farmer's business and all that. However, we are in a digital age now where most of the companies are operating online. So if somebody doesn't pick or try to adopt or try to train themselves in AI, they are going to become obsolete. They are going to be removed from the workforce. They won't be able to cope.
See, this is just like, to me, I believe that when computers came, computers didn't make businesses obsolete. Computers created more jobs.
Okay.
That's how I feel. And I feel that, I will explain, and I feel that AI will do the same. Now, when computers came, okay, first of all, I'll start with mobile phones. Remember when before mobile phones became popular, we used to go to phone booths to make 1 minute, 2 minute calls. You remember?
Yeah.
Now, when phone came, people were writing letters. before phone came.
Yeah.
But did it stop them from writing? Even till today, people still write letters.
Yeah, people still write letters, obviously, because of the communication and all that.
Phone came. Mobile phone came. People were going to phone booths to make calls to their loved ones. Okay, now apart from the phone booth business that has gone obsolete, but people that were in that line, they are still doing maybe phone accessories or phone repairs. There's still a continuation.
Yes, but you're forgetting something. It's not like we are saying that the people can no longer exist.
You say
what we are saying that the technology would make others obsolete.
It creates. I know it creates more. It doesn't make it obsolete per se. It just creates more. People now, everybody has a phone. Everybody's using a mobile phone now.
Yeah.
You can make a call from the comfort of your home. Anywhere you can make a phone call. You don't need to go to a phone booth to make calls. Now, AI, even computers do the same thing. We're going to cyber cafes to browse. Now, internet became very, very easy for everybody to get. But cyber cafes are still there.
Okay.
They're still operating. People still go to cyber cafes to browse, to register, to go to portals, to apply, do applications. People still go there. It did not make it obsolete. It just reduced the workload on that particular system they're using. Now they have expanded. Now they not only go there for internet. Now you can go there to photocopy, to print, to bind, to even they can even help you to apply for jobs through the cyber cafe. So it's expanding. It creates more opportunities.
Yeah, but you realize that this is where with the connection is being cut off. You have to factor in first. Let's start with the phone you mentioned.
Okay.
Before, people have to use their phone and spend a lot of money on call time.
Yes.
With what do you call it? The internet, it made it that now people could make call at a cheaper rate.
Yeah.
Now, AI coming in, what does AI do? Before now, let's say I have a business in China, I have a business in Germany, I have a business wherever in the world, and there's this language barrier that comes between me and the person I'm communicating with. With the advent of AI, now I can speak to somebody in China directly on my call, and the AI assistant that is inbuilt in my phone is translating the call automatically. Before then, if I wanted to do the same business, I would have needed to pay someone to come and stand as a translator in order to do that translation for me. Now, AI has eliminated that person, and it's cheaper, and it's better, and it's more efficient. Because if I bring in a third person to do a translation for a business deal, how do I know if that person is not in one way or the other compromised to make the translation between me and whoever I'm doing this business with to have an issue? But with AI, I trust that I'm dealing with an AI assistant that doesn't have any skin in the game. It can help translate efficiently without any problem.
But AI makes mistakes.
Yes, they do. It makes mistakes, and you can produce transcripts and then retranscribe that script
after the event has passed.
Obviously, you have this call, you have this discussion. You can always have another discussion, especially in a situation where you know you are discussing with someone who you don't share same language with.
Mm-hmm.
But whether or not AI has eliminated people who stand in to translate, or someone having to translate, to an extent it has done so. Then we talk about the second one you mentioned writing of letters, right? Now, before now, there was a time when everybody just wrote letters, right? And then multiple letters are written. It takes a long time to go and dispatch this letter. Mm-hmm. The internet revolution came in, and all of a sudden, you can send the same letter through your email. You send the letter through the email, and it reaches out to the person immediately. That's what happened to the internet. Now with AI, I can write multiple letters in a matter of seconds or minutes. I just put in the key details of what I want this letter to say. The AI looks at it, the AI produces letter, and then the AI can even be programmed to help you to send out this letter. This makes it easy. Now, imagine that I am working in a company and you are also working in the same company. You have a lot of work to do, I have a lot of work to do. And then my boss comes out, I'm using an AI, and you're not using an AI. And my boss comes out and gives both of us tasks to do. And we are doing this task on top of the work we are doing. And all of a sudden he comes out and says, he has an emergency task that needs to be done. Because I'm using AI, probably by the time he's coming back, I'm done with my actual task while you are still working on it because you are moving slowly. Then I can take up the new task and then move. And just a matter of time, my boss looks at me and look at you, and then he's thinking, you are slower, I am faster. And by that, if there is any opportunity for a promotion, I'm more likely to get it because I'm showing that I'm more efficient, or you are more likely to be removed from the company, showing that you are least efficient. And this is where AI comes in.
See, I'm not against AI. I'm just saying that AI we always need human intervention. AI cannot work on its own.
Yes, but that is for now. What have people been doing? Check so many companies, Google, Alphabet, mention it. So many companies, Grok, they are all doing AI training right now, and they're using humans to train this AI because first is to train the AI, then the AI become able to carry out the same task efficiently. I can remember just a few years ago, China brought their dancing robot to, I think, their China Got Talent or something like that. It was on the internet. They brought it for display, and the robots came out and they could barely walk. One of the robots ended up tripping and falling off because they were still being built. Fast forward today, you are seeing robots that are in China that can that fight, that do the martial arts. They can backflip, somersault, and all that. And then you see robots doing all forms of tasks. You see that as the years are going, they are being trained using humans. Now, are you aware that currently in China, a lot of people have picked up a new kind of job? Already all over the world, people are already training AI, you understand, to be able to do so many things that have to do with the internet. But now there is a one that they are doing right now whereby the person will put on like a camera on their head and then use AI clamps or robotic clamps and be able to carry out day-to-day activities, things like cleaning the house, general chores, you understand. They will use the meta handles because the meta handle is being trained. The AI is picking how hard to grip something. Like the AI doesn't know when it's too hard to grip this cup now, that this cup could break off, could break. So they have to use those robotic hands so that they can be able to determine the amount of pressure that is okay to lift the cup and all that. And humans are the ones training it. Now it's just a matter of time that now the AIs are learning. A time will come when they have learned, and then there might even come a time, I don't know if that's possible, that might still be science fiction for now. There might even come a time when they become self-aware, or when they become self-taught, where they can then begin to learn on their own and then begin to expand. If that time comes, do you think humans will
they actually learn? That's what we call machine learning. Exactly. They actually learn on their own. Because even these ones we have, even this AI we use, ChatGPT, Grok, they are learning.
Yeah.
They are learning every day. Every day. I can use my own account to ask the question. Use your account, ask it exactly the same question. And we will likely not get the same response.
Okay.
Maybe it depends on what we have been searching. It's learning from us. It's learning from our pattern of questioning and the rest. So you will likely not get the same response.
Okay.
But the answer may be similar.
Okay.
But with time, it's going to learn. Now you learn it. Okay, I want you to do it like this. I want you to do it like this. It will learn that your pattern. Next time you ask it that question, it will answer it the way you want it to answer.
Okay.
It has learned.
Okay.
Now for AI, even in software engineering, you see that programmers write codes, they develop websites, softwares, mobile apps. AI can do those things. I can use AI to write a web page in less than 20 minutes right now.
Okay.
Perfect. But there'll be mistakes. There's always going to be need for human intervention.
Okay.
No matter how, there's always going to be need for human intervention because humans are built for problem solving. There are people are trying to build AI to do problem solving, but they can never solve problems more than a human being. Because if you want to do a project now, for example, you want to build a house in Lube area of Nigeria, or can we use somewhere that is, you want to build a house in Washington.
Okay.
And you have a land, you have everything, and you're an engineer.
Yeah.
You know what you need to build the house.
Yeah.
Okay, you say, okay, I'll buy some nails, some wood, some cement, and the rest of it.
Yeah.
If you ask AI what you use to build that house, AI will give you everything you will need to build the house. AI will even direct you what to do and what not to do. But you as a human being, when you go to that land, you see that, okay, this place is waterlogged, I need to do a little fill up here, or the land is not leveled, I need to arrange. But AI will not tell you all those things.
Okay.
But AI will tell you how to build a normal.
Basically, you are saying that AI cannot be able to act without getting information from a person.
You have to prompt it. It needs prompting. It needs prompting. Even if I want to this fridge or my car is bad, and I want to get it repaired. I can ask AI, how do I? AI will tell me what to do. It will tell me what to do. Maybe I may not be able to do it itself. After it has told me, I will try and to know what. But someone that knows how to do that, someone that does his profession, if AI tells him do it like he may come and look at it and this is not even it. This thing AI is telling him to do self will not even work.
Okay.
He just knows that it will not work. That AI is just telling him this normal standard procedure. You know, everything has a normal standard procedure. But you see that sometimes the standard procedure doesn't even work. It may not even work the way you expect it to work. But because you're a professional in the field and you have had experience in that particular issue, it's easy for you to, okay, this one doesn't work. Okay, let me try plan B, and plan B works. But AI may not know those little things. That's why I said AI will always need human intervention. And it's just like a tool that you use to improve what you do.
Your points are actually very valid. It's not out of place. But let me ask you this question.
Okay.
If every technological revolution has changed jobs, why would AI be any different?
I don't necessarily think that AI will be different, but the impact will not be so much the way we're looking at it. AI will not be different. AI, there will be signs. Even now we are seeing the signs. You see videos, you see pictures they do with AI that's almost looking like it's real, like it happens. You'll be doubting whether you're the one. They will use your picture and do one video like that. You'll be doubting, when did I even go here? When did I even go to this place? When did I even do this? So there will be changes, but it's not like the changes are so much to the extent of it being so loud that people are too loud about AI. Yeah, AI is good. It's interesting. It's amazing. It's one of a kind. AI has helped me do a lot of things because I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm prompting it to do. But someone that just feels, okay, let me just use AI. You don't know what to do. You have to actually know what you are doing to be able to use AI and let it be efficient and let it work for you efficiently. You have to actually know exactly what you are doing. You can't just come out of the blue and take AI to do something you have never done before, something you didn't learn, because AI will teach you. AI will try to teach you. Moreover, people are learning in school. People go to school, go to classroom to learn and still fail exams.
Yes, I understand that.
So AI will still try to teach you, but do you know what you are doing?
You mentioned earlier that, for example, that a civil engineer will need to go to site to know the soil condition in order to be able to determine
materials and how they have to be built.
With AI, which is still in the learning phase right now. Remember, once upon a time, I could not stay in my house and see a street in London.
Yeah, that's true.
But today, I can be in my house and I'll see a street in London through Google Earth, and I will just check and I'll scan through the street. What makes you think that over time, with so much information, so much data being put thrown into the internet today, with the AI absorbing so much information, what makes you think that over time that we will not be able to sit in our office and be able to pick any piece of land anywhere on earth and be able to see the soil conditions of that land?
That's going to be impossible. Because you will need to do testing. Even if you use AI, maybe there must be physical presence there.
Physical presence.
Yes, because you must take samples.
And what makes you think that a robot cannot take sense?
That works.
That still falls under the new technology.
It's true. You're right. Anyway,
a robot can go there, take the sample,
yes,
analyze the sample.
Moreover, people take samples on the moon.
Exactly. Yeah. They send the Mars rover to Mars, and it helps them to check whatever they want to see. Nobody has been there before. I'm happy you mentioned this.
Okay. No, aside the sample taking, won't you need to look at the land to know, okay, is this land, is it level? Does it have the level you need?
Back to the Mars rover. Nobody has been to Mars, but the Mars rover has been there.
Yes.
And is sending down data back to Earth.
They send data of the collision around the but now if they want to put a structure on the moon now, they will need to go to the moon. The Mars rover cannot give them that information, all the information they need.
To put up a structure
a human being has to go there.
It doesn't have to be a human being. If robots are trained enough to be smart enough, you can send robots to the moon and they will walk on the moon. Oh, look at it. You know SpaceX?
Yeah, that's SpaceX.
Owned by Elon Musk.
Yeah.
What is his plan? His plan is to make humanity multi-planetary. And the plan is for him to ensure that people will live on Mars someday. Are you getting me? And he plans to build a community on Mars. He's not going to send humans to go and build it from day one. I would not want to think that way.
But humans will go there. Not it will
not be from day one. It will be at some point.
At some point,
because he's building it for human
development. They will go there. At some point,
do you know how many light years it will take to travel from Earth to Mars? You think it's close? Google.
No, it's not that. I don't say it's close.
It's not.
But it's not an
like whoever is gonna go there is gonna spend a lot of time. Because I remember there was an interview Elon did where he said that he thought the Mars mission could be something that could happen very soon. But seeing the distance that is covered just to go one way and come back, that it might take longer than we thought. And I think he was talking about even having some kind of a base somewhere in the moon. But let's do a quick search just to be on the safe side. Well, how long would it take to travel to Mars today, if possible? Yeah, because we don't have the technology. Okay, see, so it's saying it's gonna take us between 6 to 9 months. Google this directly on Google. About 250 to 300 days.
Okay.
One way, which is one way going to almost 2 years.
Let's just say 2 years going and coming.
Going and coming. So now imagine that somebody every time they have to go and come, they're gonna lose 2 years of their life. I think that's gonna be a lot.
No, if they want to do something like that, it has to be planned. That if you go there, maybe it will take you another like 5 years before you come back.
Okay, you just go there and just stay there. But yes, I think
it's a project.
I think it may come to that actually. It may come to that. But for right now, the distance is so much that it's making it almost improbable to do. Another thing that I think I'm not very sure. I think Elon spoke about now looking for a moon mission. Is Elon building?
No.
Is Elon planning to build a settlement on Mars today or the moon first? So you see, so it says Elon is planning to build a settlement on the moon first. SpaceX has officially shifted its overriding priority from a Martian colony to building a self-growing city on the lunar surface, marking a significant strategy pivot from Musk's earlier stance that the moon was merely a distraction. So, back to what I'm saying, they're going to send robots. Robots are going to go there and make it habitable or make it habitable enough before humans will come. And this is all because thanks to artificial intelligence. Now imagine somebody in their career path not exposing themselves to artificial intelligence. I think the person will be left out.
Okay, do you know what I feel now? Let me tell you what I feel.
Go ahead.
After all this revelation,
yes.
I feel that yes, you're right. But
okay.
But the people that you affect are yet to come.
The people
that will affect are yet to come.
The people that you affect.
Because this shit, it had nothing to do.
Look, brother, I respected you when you stood your ground. Now you are just messing up.
No. So sincerely, if it's getting to this,
yeah,
I mean it's close. But when I mean close, it's not close 5-10 years. It's close like 30 years. That's what I feel. All these AI shit, robots moving around.
You might think that way, but I don't think that way. I I think the world will become an AI world within the next decade, within the next 10 years. I think so. Look at what's happening.
Yes,
they are building
AI. Yes, I understand. Yes, you are right.
Yeah.
But AI and robotics, though they are hand in hand, they will move hand in hand. But it's you know how old robotics is? Robotics is over 50 years. Robotics, but robotics just started becoming. You started seeing the relevance of robotics now.
Okay, you mean the industry has been there for over 50 years?
Been there for a very long time.
And then, but it's just now that
you now see a robot that can even talk and respond to you.
But you forget that the amount of money that was poured into robotics is not as much as the amount of money that is being poured into AI. What about billions of, in fact, we're talking about trillions of dollars right now going into AI data center. We've never had this number of companies focused on one race for a very long time. We have SpaceX doing this, we have Anthropic doing this, we have OpenAI doing this. So many companies are building and spending billions of dollars trying to get there first. It's about who gets there first. Are you getting me? And with what SpaceX is trying to do, to build data centers in space, it's going to make it cheaper, it's going to make it more accessible, more reliable, it's going to be more affordable for people. Are you getting me? Meaning that if we have a lot of data centers in space with a lower cost, it reduces the time frame it may take for us to get to an AI world.
Okay.
So, go ahead.
I want to ask a very honest question.
Yeah.
You have to be sincere with me. Now, can you trust AI enough? Enough, as in, without you cross-checking what it did. Okay. Can you trust it enough to write you, for example, contract agreement letter without you going through it though, or reading, proofreading it? Yes. Can you trust enough to do it for you and you will send it?
Yes, without reading it. It's not just that I can actually do that. I've not done that, but I can. The reason is this: before this letter is written, the AI wants the parameter, which is the key information.
Yes, I got you. Come in. I've gotten you already now.
But how can the AI know what you want to do if you don't tell it this is what you want to do?
Exactly. Are we not here now?
I don't understand.
Prompting. You have to prompt it.
You have to prompt it.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay.
Do you have children in your house? You have your parent. Okay, you grew up in your parents' house.
Mm-hmm.
Do you just wake up in the morning and start going to work to go and work for your parents and then put food on the table? This is not your parents that will give you chores. Go and clean the house, sweep the room, and all that.
That's what I've been saying now. You have to prompt it. It needs human intervention. AI is like a tool that you need to use.
If I tell AI that this is my workflow, this is what I do for a living. Are you following me? This is what I need to do in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and I leave AI. It's going to do it for me for all through. We're not saying that. I think this is where the disconnect is coming. You are thinking that I'm saying that AI is just going to be working on it. AI cannot work on its own if it doesn't know what it needs to do. It will not just start working for you, doing a random task for you. You have to tell it that you want that task to be done. But the moment that task has been triggered, you've given it that errand, or you have told it to do that thing, it's going to go ahead and do it. That is the point. And it's going to do it faster. It's going to do it faster and cheaper. And if you're talking about trust, if you're talking about trust, it's kind of funny. People today are driving autonomous taxis, autonomous vehicles that are self-driving.
Do they trust it? I've seen several videos.
I've seen videos of people in their Tesla. The Tesla is driving itself and the person is sleeping on the front seat, or the person is sleeping on the back seat. I've seen this a lot, and not just Tesla. They have other vehicles that drive themselves, that are self-driving, and it's all because of artificial intelligence that they're able to do so. Tesla is trying to build the first robo taxis that can basically operate on their own. Imagine me today. I can, rather than owning a vehicle and putting it on Uber and Bolt and driving, I can simply buy a Tesla robo taxi and then put it on the road. The taxi is going around, picking up passengers, taking them to their destination, dropping them off, taking money from me, and it becomes like my employee. And at the end of the month, I'm remitting a lot of money that is enough to sustain myself and probably even save.
Now, that comes to the point when I said that this is not even a now thing. It's like in the next 50 years, because for this type of thing to work efficiently, you need infrastructures that will drive it.
I think you are actually mistaking what AI is able to do today. Are you aware that as of today, I can this video we're making right now, I get me. I can use AI, prompt this topic using maybe ChatGPT or using Grok or whatever. I can put the topic, tell it to write me a script. If I write the script, after writing the script, I'll take the script, I'll put it into a video generator, generate the entire video, and then I just post it. AI is doing that already.
Yes, I know.
With minimal. And now they have even AI, like some companies like facelessrules.com. I don't know if I'm meant to be advertising people for free. They have some companies, they even have some companies where people can easily just put a complete script, it will generate the video by itself without your input. And the moment you have put that script or you have told it your style of video, it will keep generating video every time for you, and even going to post it on your social media pages by itself. And those are basics. We have AI right now that is being able to build websites, being able to do complete codes from beginning to end. Today, you basically just tell it in words what you want it to do. It will build the entire interface area, and whatever it cannot build, it will tell you that, look, I cannot build this. But once it will build it and it will complete it and even test it and ensure it is running and tell you how to even install it. We have this already. Now, if you factor in what AI is currently doing and the number of the abilities it has currently, you find that a lot of people are going to be losing their job in the coming days, in the coming years. And while you are saying it's going to take 50 years, I really don't believe that. I think that most of these things are going to happen within the next 10 years.
It depends on the type of fund. Yeah. I don't think in developing countries that they're looking at, they're looking at 10 years. Developing countries can look at 10 years. There's going to be a lot more for developing countries. Maybe you talk of developed countries like the United States, the United Kingdom. Yes, I will agree with you. But you made an example of self-driving cars. In a developing country, like for example, let's use one of the countries in Africa, some country like Ghana, for example.
Okay.
What infrastructure do they have that if you bring a self-driving car here, you know driving inside the bush?
Oh, I think that was a shot at Ghana. Okay, I understand what you are saying, but even today, up till now, in said developed countries, Google Map still takes you to the wrong place.
Exactly.
But that is what I said. I didn't say we are there yet. Okay. I said we are getting there, but I believe that we're going to be there within the next 10 years, within the next decade. Now, same way, look at blockchain technology. Let's look at blockchain technology. When blockchain technology started, the idea was that most people in the developing nations may not be able to even use it. But today, one of the highest users of blockchain technology is Nigeria. Like Nigerians are more intelligent, more used to it and if you look at them, a lot of tech companies today are being built in Africa. So many of these things you are seeing that is being built is coming from Africa and it's being exported.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yes, so I agree with you.
Don't just assume that because today that Africa still has those lacuna that is yet to be filled, that it will be like that in the next 10 years. Because whether we like it or not, these technologies are coming out fast. You look about years ago, during the computer time, when computer came out years ago, we didn't have the internet. And because then the computer was there, but before you can be able to sensitize people to use the computer, it will take more years before that sensitization that, okay, this is what computer can do, before it will go around the world. When the internet generation came, it means that information can now travel very, very fast. Now, something comes out, before you know it, someone in another part of the world has been able to get access to that technology and start using it.
You know I'm smiling.
I get you are holding me by the neck.
No. Okay, something like that.
All right, give it to me.
You know, I'm a program analyst.
Yes.
I did computer science. So sometimes, even in my bag, my work bag, even up to now, 2026, I still have a dongle.
A what?
A dongle.
What was it?
Is it like okay? I think it's somewhere in my pocket. I think I brought it down. It's like I will explain to you what it does. It's like it looks like a flash drive.
Okay.
But it's not a flash drive. Oh my god, it's so embarrassing. Okay. Those are two dongles.
Isn't this what you use for? It's just a flash drive now.
Nah, it's not a flash drive. I'll tell you what it does. I'll tell you why I move around with it. This is a dongle. This is Bluetooth.
Okay.
For if I'm working on a computer that doesn't have Bluetooth and I need to do something with Bluetooth, I use this. This is for Wi-Fi. So if I'm still moving around with this in my pocket in 2026, what does that tell you?
that SpaceX has not given us direct connection to our smartphones.
Aha!
And we're getting there.
It tells you that we as a people have not gotten to that level of technology.
So that is a hindrance on the part of what do you call it, Africans, meaning the fact that so many Africans are still living below the poverty line and the hardship in the world. But that has nothing to do with whether or not the technology is applicable wherever it is needed.
Yes, it will be, but like I told you before, in developing countries, it's going to take a longer time. It's going to take them quite a longer time. It's not something that.
But I still don't think 50 years. 50 years is quite much. 50 years is quite much. I really think 50
in
years.
2026 right now, that's a vision 2076.
2076.
Yeah.
You really don't have hope for Africa. I actually think even if we're gonna have a delay by 2046, we should be. There should be AI operating everywhere.
Okay.
Look, before we used to have a lot of slowdown in technological advancements and all that, but now it's not like that anymore. It's no longer like that. Things are actually moving at a faster pace right now. Many countries now, bad leaders have been one of the major issues plaguing Africa. And some of these leaders are beginning to wake up. Some of them are beginning to wake up. Look at, now you can go to some places in Africa that you cannot recognize. I don't even talk about the places that already are known, the South Africa, the Morocco, Mauritius. I don't talk about those places. I talk about places that people were looking down at before. Places like Tunisia, places like Kenya, places like Uganda. Some of these places currently, they are so nice.
Rwanda.
Yes, Rwanda. They are so good right now. So before you start talking about countries like Nigeria is so backward because we have these elites that have been in power and rotating power among themselves for a very long time, and they just keep jumping ship from one party to another. But I don't know how long they can continue to do so because it's becoming very clear that the train is leaving the station, and if they are not ready, Nigeria will not be on it.
Exactly.
Do you understand? So whether they like it or not, at some point they're gonna be like, oh yeah, we have to just do something, not because we want to, but because we have to. Do you understand? And at the end of the day, I still believe that technology will catch up in Africa. A lot of things are going to get better. And imagine Elon succeeds and Starlink is able to connect directly to your phone, wherever you are.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, it becomes an issue of, do you have?
I have a very hard question for you.
Yeah, go.
So I have one very hard question to ask you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think students should still go to university? Do you think it's important with the advent of AI and the rest? Do you think it's, with all the points you just gave concerning how AI is important, why don't they just study AI? Just start studying AI. No need to go to university again.
That's a very good one. Understand this, already some part of the world they are doing this already. You go to China now, they are trying to ensure that students are able to
students, right?
Yeah, the students not even at the university level now, but at the below 10, below 5, below 3, they begin to expose them to these new technologies. However, we have also seen some backlash from these new technologies. So it's not as if it's just a one-way traffic, no. So I love that your question. There's this country, Sweden. You know Sweden?
Yes, I know Sweden.
So Sweden, in the past, about 15 years ago, they started dumping regular books in schools. They started dumping it, and then they started moving to using computers and just digital learning all through. Now, fast forward, there was a new documentary that came out that discovered that a lot of students are becoming dumber as a result of the fact, in Sweden, as a result of the fact that they are now using just digital learning. So people don't really tend to study and memorize and try to understand what they are doing. So basically, like, it's on their fingertips. They go into an exam hall, they write the exam, they leave, and then the thing is up their head because they believe now it's on their hand. Are you following me? Now, because of this, they went back and they started dumping this into go back to regular books so that students will start learning again. So, why am I saying this? Students will still need to keep learning. Why? Because the brain itself is like an engine, and it needs knowledge as food. Without knowledge, the human race could start becoming dumber. So it's not as though AI comes in and all of a sudden everybody just dumps that, oh, we don't need to do anything again. AI is going to do everything for us. That's not the case. The case actually will be AI comes in, are you following me? Humans will keep learning in order to continue to upgrade the AI from what it is after the time it came in. Because after we're still talking about AI, and already there's a new topic crawling around the corner. What is that? Quantum computing. Quantum computing is already around the corner, and somebody has to build it. Somebody either end up building it, either build it by themselves, or they'll build it with the aid of AI. Because it's gonna be with the aid of AI, because it's gonna make things faster. You can test things that you will not normally be able to test, or things that you have to spend huge amount of money to build in order to test. You can then just test it automatically just using AI information. So yes, we're always gonna still need to go to school. We're always gonna still learn. What I do think is that as this AI revolution is happening, what will happen is that we're gonna go back to the basics. This is what I think is gonna happen. We're gonna go back to the basics. The time where we're looking at the time where those who can build the AI infrastructure becomes the ones that win. The electricians, the plumbers, the mechanic, those people that are not afraid to get their hands dirty, they are the ones that are gonna win in the long run. Those people who use AI are gonna try. They're gonna work very well as well, because yes, if you cannot beat them, you join them. But I pity those who are not in those fields that are manual and they're just sitting on those technology skills, things that have to do with computer, but they then don't upgrade to learn AI. Those are the people that are going to be eliminated. Those are the people that are going to lose out in the long run. So yes, it will not eliminate education. I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm going to have this feeling like we are actually saying almost the same thing, but we just have a little bit of difference in, because I feel the same way though with what you just explained, the education thing and AI not eliminating education. I actually share that same feeling. And if I think about what we have been saying before concerning AI and job elimination and people not losing out, I almost want to feel like we actually we're almost saying the same thing, just that we are not moving in the same direction.
Yeah, because it's one thing to say AI is just another tool that anybody can use. It's another thing to say that look, AI is not just any other tool. It has become the tool.
The tool.
Yes. The way it will be as important to humans as when humans started using tools for hunting.
The difference is you say it is the tool.
Yes.
But I said it is one of the tools.
Exactly.
But we still agree that it's a tool.
Yes, AI definitely is a tool, just like every other thing.
Now I see where we are. Where we're having we both agree that okay, this is a tool. But you see like the alpha and omega of tools.
Anything that can be used to get a result is a tool.
Can it give me money?
Even a person can be a tool.
Can AI give me money?
AI is already giving money to a lot of people.
No, I mean, can it give me actual money? Not tell me how to get money.
Explain what you mean by giving money.
AI does have money to my account.
Technology is what transfers as money. Because those money you are seeing are just numbers on the screen. You are not seeing the actual figures.
Okay,
so AI is already doing that.
This is that number to my account.
Well.
Okay, so now we're talking about students and education. AI giving money. I thought AI to send money to my account has refused.
Okay.
So do you think that AI can make more millionaires than real estate in 2026? Do you think it's possible?
In 2026?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all,
or let's just say 2026 and beyond. Let me not limit it to
that's fine. Even if you say 2026, but that's fine. I believe AI will produce more millionaires in the next 10 years than every other X sector has since the inception.
How will they do it?
Now, first of all, almost everything is getting automated. You understand? People have to. We have already have a lot of job openings. Before now, you basically have to walk into a company, apply, put your CV up, and then you get an interview. You come back, and then you get the job and all that. That's what's before. Today, people are remotely getting a lot of jobs from the comfort of their homes. I am seeing people making more money from the comfort of their home today than people actually going out. And it's just people who don't understand how to leverage AI to generate money or generate an income stream or generate a career path. Those are the ones that keep waking up every day, but dress up, get into a car, drive themselves to work or to public transport and then sit down for a full day without feeling like you are being monitored all through by your boss. Today, you get your computer, you apply for a job remotely. Most of these jobs are AI training jobs for you to train the AIs for different companies. You apply, you get the job from the comfort of your home. You see you are doing this job. Now, if somebody is earning, for example, $1,000 by showing up to work every day, and another person is earning same $1,000, the person is not going anywhere every day. The person is saving on two things. One, the person is saving on transportation. Two, the person is saving on convenience. And the person has the flexibility to even do other things. So yes, do I think that AI will give more money than real estate? It will. What has real estate been? Real estate has been one of the highest compounder of wealth all through the history of man. Yes, it has been. But if you look at what the stock market has done, you look at what the real estate market has done. If somebody were to come out today and tells me that he wants to choose between real estate and the stock market, I will tell the person that both can give the person a lot of money. If someone wants to be like $100,000, you understand, and tell me they want to put it in real estate or they want to put it into the stock market, I will tell the person that both can give them a lot of money. But there's something that creates a divide between putting that $100,000 into the stock market and putting it into the real estate market. What is the divide? You put it into the real estate market, you are having an asset. It might be valued. Maybe you put $100,000 in it, and after 10 years, it becomes valued at $1 million. Yes, but if something were to happen to you right now, maybe medical emergency or whatever, something happens to you right now, can you be able to sell that asset immediately to recover that money and treat yourself?
And get profit?
No. Because the moment that happens, now you are trying to sell under desperation. You start selling at first price, first value. So that property is valued at $1 million. But when you want to sell it, that's when you know there are no buyers. That's the problem. One of the big problems with real estate. Because in the real estate, you are looking about real estate tend to limit a lot of people from participation. Only people who have capital that play the real estate game. Do you understand? Only those who have capital. So if you have that property, you want to sell that property, you are going to be looking for the 1% of the population, the rich 1% of the population. Those are the people that can actually afford to buy that real estate from you. But you go to the stock market, at every time the stock market is always liquid. You have that same $100,000 in the stock market, you can always cash out that money. Unless if you're having a down market, which that can also bring up the issue of how investing works in the stock market. You bring $100,000, you don't just take the $100,000 as a lump sum and jump into the stock market. No. You divide it and you go into the stock market in bits through what they call DCA, dollar cost averaging. You dollar cost average into the stock market. So you are always putting in money in bits. That even gives you the allowance that you can keep that money with yourself, probably put that money into an interest savings account where you're generating some kind of money, and then you are DCAing into the stock market. In the long run, over a period of 10 years, you will probably make same amount of money from that real estate and that stock. I get me, or the stock might actually outperform. And then you do this. This is factor number one. Number two, while you are also DCAing and building this your stock portfolio, you can do what they call stock rebalancing. From time to time, this one pumps 50%, 100%. You take out a profit, you rotate it to something else, and if you are able to master it or do it well enough, you could actually turn that your $100,000 to $1 million far longer, far faster than when the real estate market can do that. Now, imagine now bringing that stock market and using AI to automate it. We are using AI now to give you essential advice. The AI can be able to determine where the market interest is going to, what people are buying, what people are selling. Look at Space's IPO that just launched.
Yeah.
A lot of people made huge amount of money. People bought, even as they couldn't get the opportunity to come in as insiders. People bought into it, and still a lot of people are already up 30%, 40%, 50% on their money. I get me. Would you be able to buy a real estate property right now and get that immediately? Yes, under certain condition. If you bought the property in the first place from somebody who was desperate to sell, and why was the person desperate to sell? The person needed emergency. The person is already losing on their capital. The person wants to sell fair value. You will not get it at a cheap. You will buy it at a high price. You have to wait for about 5 to 10 years for it to have reasonable appreciation before you can sell. And if that property is not just an empty land, if it's like a house or whatever, then you bring in a new factor, which is cost of maintenance. That house is going to be dilapidating over time. You need to maintain the house, repaint the house and all that. And you're going to be spending a lot of money to keep that house running for a long period of time. I told a friend of mine, choose one. Would you rather, if you had 150 million naira, for example, or $100,000, would you rather take that money, are you getting me, and buy a house you're going to be living in? Or would you rather put that money into a high interest savings account, or buy treasury bills, or buy bonds, or put it into the stock market? And that comes from there, you put it into a payment plan, and that start paying on a house through DCA. And over time, you could end up owning the house whilst you own your portfolio, which is better. And the person told me it will be better to put it there because nothing beats cash flow. Nothing beats cash flow. Maybe you put the money into a real estate property, and then instead of you to live in the house, you decide to put that house for rent, and you're generating income. That could be an option. Yes, but you're forgetting factors that happens with real estate. Factor number one: today you are in good terms with your tenant. Tomorrow your tenants could be screwing you over. You could spend a year in your house, 2 years in your house, and don't pay you. Then you have to go through litigation, spend a lot of money on lawyer fees. And another issue is that the real estate is active income. No matter how you do real estate, it's active income. Real estate is active income. You're always going to be in the running around of that business. You got to be involved one way or the other. You have to ensure that the business is running. Do you understand? Whether you're doing rental properties, you have to be able to generate money from it. Whether you're doing buying and selling, you have to be part of it. But when you put it into, you are using AI, passive income, probably using the stock market, for example, or other ways that the AI is going to give you. You're going to use AI to build technologies. People are now using AI to build websites, build apps, build different tools that they can use to be generating money passively. He created an app that people can use to buy call cards, buy gift cards, buy all this kind of stuff online. You can get data. And then I was like, are people really going to use this in this modern time? And I checked, and he told me he already got over 500,000 downloads. He's a Nigerian guy. He already got 500,000 downloads. That alone is already generating money. And I told him, oh, how much did you have to pay for someone to build such an app for you? He said he paid nothing. I said, how did you do it? He said that he just simply put it into Claude and told Claude to build him and such an app. And Claude built everything. He went and implemented, paid for hosting on Google Play Store, got the app, and already he's using it to generate a lot of money. A lot of people don't know this. You still think that you have to go and generate and build this yourself.
Does he have an idea on web development?
Yes, he does.
So he has an idea, exactly. Because if he's not,
you don't need to. I tell you solemnly, you don't need to. Go to Claude, for example. Tell Claude that look at what you want to build. You want to build an app.
I understand.
You don't need to.
I understand.
It will even tell you how to connect it, how to get it working.
I understand all these things.
So
I'm in the line, so I know it will give you everything you need, but you need to have an idea of how web development works actually. Not full idea, maybe just a little idea. So you're going to make some changes because you need to make some changes to what it gives you.
Okay.
You have to make some tweaks to what it gives you. So that I have a website.
Okay.
And I know how I built it. I didn't write the code from scratch.
Okay.
Because we are past the age of writing code from scratch. But you need to settle down, look at your codes, and know what to you need to know what to change and what to leave. Because everything is not going to work with the way it is. You want to even make changes to the design or the color.
Yes, if you are trying to get something to your particular taste, even with that, after the Claude launches the program,
yes,
and you run the program.
But the Claude is not free. It's not a free version.
It's not free. Nothing is free.
Exactly. He doesn't use the free version of the Claude. You have to pay subscription.
No, I have actually built a bot. I built a trading bot. Market Maverick trading bot that helps you. It scans the market for 500 cryptos, 26 stocks, and 29 forex pairs. It scans it. It finds when there's an opportunity. It gives me an alert. It raised the opportunity from 1 to 100, and anyone above 65, it will tell me go and buy this and all that. Now it built it from scratch, and I used the free version. I did not pay. What happens is that after a few hours of its building, the free version times out. So when it times out, what I do is simply, I'm very cheap, I'm sorry. So what I do is that I simply wait until the refreshes. When it refreshes, I just take complete action, and then it will continue to build. And I kept doing that for a period of over a month. And I built this bot, and this bot is doing so well. I was just trying to use it to prove to people that yes, you can actually use Claude, you can use AI to build anything. Okay. And then I put the PDF on how to build a bot, a Telegram bot from beginning to end in the comment section. So in case you are interested in finding how to build something using Claude, just check the comment section.
Now I understand the tweak you did, tweak you did in building the bot. I have a friend of mine, he's also into development, and he's an engineer also. So when he wants to work, he uses a paid version of AI.
Okay.
Yes. Because with the paid version, while you are even working, while is even writing the codes and you are testing, you see a mistake, immediately you tell it, correct so line this, do it like this. Immediately it's answering you. So you can, two of you can have that interaction for like 3 hours, and it will do it to your perfection, the way you want it to be. Once you see a mistake, correct this to this, add this, change this, take this. You just be talking. It will be adjusting everything. That is the advantage of the paid version of AI. Then if you free version, it will give you what you want, but you know it will take a longer time. And the errors and there will be little errors. That one is certain. Especially when you want to be complex things. Complex things like a very, very good functional web page. So this question I asked you just showed our viewers that you are a forex, you're an expert in the, if I say forex. In the market. Either their market, or supermarket. He's an expert because he has broken down. He has already broken down the whole market structure and how AI will help and how I will get more money learning AI than doing. I don't even have the money for the real estate. So you're gonna get it eventually. Okay, so AI will give me the money to go there. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, I like that actually. I learned one or two things there because to be honest, I didn't even know much about the market like that and even I know real estate is actually interesting and there's money there, but I didn't know that to sell, you suffer to buy, to sell against every problem. I don't even know. So I just say like money whenever you want to just say I want to sell. I can't collect money. No. Okay, now I get. Now we're having let me. I have one. This is my last question I want to ask you.
All right, go ahead.
The very last question. Now this 2026 now. Do you think salary is enough?
Salaries?
Yes, is salary enough? Is it still enough?
Is it as compared to using AI or what?
Okay, like we're telling people now to use AI to in their job, what they do. Now, for example, they are paying me 150,000. What in my work or what I'm doing, I'm not using AI. Then I'm not gonna learn AI. And doing that work, doesn't pay me 150,000. You think it's enough? You know that you think it's enough.
This is the more reason. You just answered the age-old question. In this current economy, not just in Nigeria but globally, many people can no longer be sustained from just one source of income. And this has been the reality for a while, especially just post-COVID. It has been the reality. But over the years, it's getting worse. And right now, we have the Iran war still going on, which has pushed oil prices very, very high, making it very difficult for people to even sustain based on the amount of money they have. There's already worldwide inflation, global inflation. There is no country that is not hit by this rising oil price. Now, is one salary enough? No. Even when it was enough, the last time it was realistic for a household to operate on a single income was more than 50 years ago, over 50 years ago, around the 1980s, 1970s, the time of our parents, which I think they call them the boomers now. Now, in our generation, it's difficult. It's very difficult. First of all, is that things are higher, things are more expensive. Imagine a man trying to keep his home together. Another thing that the taste, your family taste has become higher. I remember those days. What do children do for fun? Children come out and go outside and play, and then they wait for when the street light come on for them to know when it's curfew, to them to go home. That was what they did for fun. Today, every household, the father has to provide, or the father and the mother in a double income household have to provide laptops, iPads, internet, so many things. Yes, that has to go with just servicing just a single child. In order to raise a single child now,
you just say servicing now, just got a car.
Okay, should I say just to keep up with the cost of running?
No, I'm not saying the word, but I'm just
to keep up with the cost of raising a single child.
Yeah, that's true.
And then making it more difficult for people to have multiple children. How do you have 2 children, 3 children when you can barely sustain taking care of just one child? This is what the reality of today is. It has come next to impossible. It has become next to impossible.
That's it's harsh reality.
Exactly. So AI is giving people an opportunity. It's, to me, I see it as an escape. I see that as an escape. If you are out there today, I'm saying this straight to you. If you are out there today and you are working, you are doing a 9 to 5, that is fine, that's lovely. I will never tell you to leave what you are doing. But you are the backbone, do you understand, of today's global growth. And because you are the backbone, I will tell you, you need to have other source of income. You need to build other things. Even if what your salary is paying you currently is enough to sustain you. So here, listen to me. If you are someone doing 9 to 5 today, and you believe that everything's gonna be fine, you don't know what inflation is gonna be like in the next 5 years. You don't know what's gonna happen to that money that you are holding, that money you think that is enough for you. You need to start now and start building an additional income source. We have a lot of aspects that you can go into content creation. You can start creating content. As I see a lot of people give advice and say, what's the point? If I'm just gonna spend huge amount of money to buy a very expensive phone, and I'm not using that phone to generate money, what is the point? Go out now, you'll see billionaires, the likes of Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary. Check him. He does content creation. You always see him. He doesn't really care. He has this background. Many times he's being interviewed by different TV channels and podcasts and all that. He just sits on this chair, or with all the cameras facing him, and you see him on his underwear or his nightwear, and then he's making a video on his background. He's doing it. This guy is worth over $500 million. He's still doing this. You're talking about people like Elon. Elon is always going from one podcast to another. Elon decided, you have anything about Elon, it has to be different. You don't expect him to do it like every other person would. Other people are opening podcasts, opening different ways to market themselves globally. Elon was like, yeah, that's boring. I'm just gonna buy Twitter. Like, he took it a step forward, and he bought Twitter. And with Twitter, I tell you solemnly, Twitter played a huge role in how far the SpaceX IPO went. Because before, he would have had to do a lot of marketing, get a lot of people to do a lot of marketing to advertise the SpaceX IPO. But with Twitter, it was everywhere. It was everywhere. Yeah, so it has become one of the biggest tools in his company. Twitter has become one, because with Twitter he has attention. Attention is a very, very large commodity that people are not taking advantage of. And then now AI has come to make it even more easy for you to take advantage of that attention. With AI, you can be able to reach out. You can be able to do so many things, so many kind of businesses that you can do. So many things. You can automate even the boring business you are doing. You can automate it. Even the boring business.
I think if you agree with me, I think in our next episode we should really tell people what to do or how to do advantage of this AI in whatever they are doing. And those 9 to 5 as we're talking about, how to develop themselves using AI, make or look for another source of income that will help in whatever they're doing right now. I think that should be one of the things we're going to talk about in the next episode, if you agree with me.
Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I think we'll raise that
because it's really sad when we see the type of people we have now, young people struggling, and there's a lot of opportunities out there.
Yeah.
But I don't know, even with the opportunities that are out there, the capital to do those type of things are quite limited, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But hopefully, let's see what we can come up with that will help our viewers.
All right. So if you guys enjoyed this episode today, please like, please share, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you'll be expecting to see more of us in the coming episodes. Please recommend topics you think that you are interested in, that you like us to discuss on the show, and we'll do that. You let us know if you want shout outs. We can do shout outs for you on the show and other things. Tell us, what do you think? Do you think that AI is actually going to be a tool for humans to use, or do you think it's going to become a problem that will replace a lot of human jobs? Let us know in the comment section. And I'm leaving you. I am still your host, Gerald, and Steven. Bye for now.
Oh my God.